Hello and welcome to the inaugural broadcast of the Mayne podcast. I'm Rob Panic. With me we have...
I'm Jimmy Fred.
And
I'm Jimmy Fred.
I'm Philip Christian.
All right, then.
Are you sure?
This crew here.
Phil didn't sound too certain. Are you sure, Phil?
Yeah, I got a delay on your voice, bud. So I was talking at the same time.
It's all good. And we hope to have Jake here with us on some of the future episodes. Jacob Walter.
Maybe even CR.
Our other main group admin. He's dealing with a teething baby tonight. So bless you, Jake. I wouldn't trade places with you for anything. Have fun, buddy.
No. I think I would rather deal with the bear tonight than a teething baby.
Oh my God, yes. No, and my kids were the worst in the world when they were babies. So, not going to ever do that again. I will castrate myself before we'll have any more kids in my house. So a lot of the people listening, a lot of the Mayne group regulars that are hopefully listening to us, may have noticed on Facebook recently that there were some changes to a bunch of different groups. Got a bunch of Mayne groups popped up here lately, and there have been some rumors flying around about the takeover of one of those groups. So here in our first episode, we kind of want to address this. We want to put some of this to rest, shed a little light on what the Mayne groups are all about. And no, it's not all about purple dicks and dongers, even though we do have a group dedicated to purple dicks and dongers.
That's Rob's baby.
So how about Phil?
Okay.
Let you jump in here.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob, first of all, and hello out there in the Mayne world. I'm Phil. You may also know me as PC Junior, which is the profile I use most often. PC Junior is currently in extended stay Zuck prison for jokingly asking someone for Xannies, which I discovered is not a laughing matter for Zuck.
I'm on 30 days myself for saying Americans are dumb, of all fucking things.
Obviously, Zuck jail is a topic we need to cover in a future podcast.
Oh, that will be a podcast all of its own, my friend. I can promise you that one.
Yeah. Anyway, you may also know me by the beautiful profile troll queen and meme goddess Christy Phillips.
The slut.
That's me, Christy Phillips. That's the profile I am using currently, and I will be using until PC Junior is let out on parole again. I'm the creator of the original Mayne group, which is now called Mayne Shitposting. And you could say that I started the purple dildo bandwagon. And I can talk about the history of both the Mayne group and the purple dick bandwagon if given the opportunity later on in the podcast. I met all of these Mayne fellow brethren, and that's fine. They're the group form now known as It Meme Time. And now here we are in Mayne.
We are all in Mayne. So Jimbo, tell us a little bit of the real story of what has happened with our main mashup group, our largest group in the Mayne family.
Wow, that's a good question. What is happening? I think ultimately what we're doing is starting a movement that's centered on the artist in a way that's going to get folks the exposure and perhaps a little more of the notoriety that they deserve, and not necessarily after 6 months or a year or 5 years of memeing. I don't like the popularity game. I want to see new artists thrive and succeed, and I want to see that right off the bat. And I think the formula that we've put in place is really going to help generate that and make that happen.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the greatest thing that we did was immediately start the Meme Academy, the Mayne Meme Academy group.
I agree completely. Not to interrupt you, but take Jared Tomlin. You know, he credits Meme Academy for his skills, and right now I'll put him on par with just about anybody that I've seen. His blending skills are phenomenal. His joke writing is top notch. The guy is great, and you know, I hadn't seen his stuff until a few months ago.
Nice.
Yeah. And you know, just to kind of, yes, the group started under other administration and ownership, shall we say.
It did.
It was going in a direction that was causing a great deal of stress and drama for all people involved in the group.
That's true.
I wouldn't say so much that it's fair to call what we have done as a takeover of the group per se, as much as I would say a rescue of the group. They're just, I don't want to go into it real deep. I don't want to start naming names. I don't want to throw accusations around. You know, I just want to say that what we want to do is so beneficial to the memeing community at large. And man, memes are such a part of modern culture, of our culture today.
Absolutely.
That's
I mean,
very true.
it is such a great form of expression. It's satire. It's political commentary. It's making shitty situations better through humor. And there's just so much that our community has to offer, and so many people that benefit from what we do, that it's a shame to see a group that was as large as we are. And I know there's a lot bigger groups out there, but man, we're knocking on the door of 30,000 group members. And to have something like that go to hell over drama, I mean, I know you guys feel the exact same way I feel. Just stand by and just let it fade. Just, it couldn't happen. So I applaud us on that one, guys.
I think we did the right thing, and you know, no matter what anyone else is going to say, we did the right thing by my judgment.
Yep.
And I'll
I
stand
agree
for that.
Yep.
I stand for the artists, and I'm sure they'll back me.
Yep. And with that, we'll put that subject to bed.
Good night.
Good night. Good night to that subject. It's in the past. We move forward in main groups. Speaking of which, Phil, this question is asked.
Yes.
What the fuck is Mayne?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for asking, first of all. So you're probably wondering what Mayne means and why we call the groups Mayne. The original Mayne shitposting group, that was a group that I started. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the whole thing. in about April of 2019, there was a shakeup in a group called That's Fine. I don't want normie trash. Seeing my memes anyway. That was the name, right? Oh, shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was something like
looks like somebody joined us here. Anyway, that it was called That's Fine. Everybody called it That's Fine. It was a meme group that grew to around 60,000 people or so.
CR Flynn.
Oh, is that who it is? Chris Ryan.
Yep.
What up?
CR Flynn.
He's in.
CR
We're
Flynn.
gonna call you. We're gonna call you up into the roster here. Hang tight, Chris.
Yeah, just stand by, homie. So anyway, it grew to about 60,000 people. Right, the original That's Fine. And the original That's Fine was it was a breakaway from the original UUUM, which is that gigantic group of I don't know, what is it, 250,000 people now. I don't know. I haven't been there in 2 years. Anyway, so where was I? It was called I Don't Want Normie Trash. Fucking quit it, cat. Fuck off. I don't want normie trash seeing my memes anyway.
Phil,
yes, sir.
You gotta quit wiping the 9 Lives cat food across your ball sack before the podcast.
No, he's fucking with my notes. He's fucking with my notes. He thinks it's fucking food or something.
That's what's going on. It's the notes. Nothing to do with the sandpapery tongue across your taint.
Thank you, Jim.
I hope this delay isn't fucking up my deliveries.
Anyway, the That's Fine was zucked for reasons that we're unclear of to this day. The group had a backup group called That's Fine's Backup or something or another, and it became the main group. But after some time, the main group was back online, albeit temporarily. And the backup group was changed to, their name was changed to Facebook Hates OC Meme Groups, but That's Fine. I made another one. So the original main group was made into a new backup group, or made a new backup group, which is they called, what was it called? Meme Time. And some other dillhole made a backup group. So eventually, the original That's Fine main group was zucked again, and permanently this time. And its new backup group became the main group. Confusion on whether or not Facebook Hates OC Meme Groups or That's Fine's Backup or That's Fine's Backup ensued, and when people weren't sure which one was the new main group, they'd go to the That's Fine Service Center. And as a joke, I started this fucking group. And I called it That's Fine's Backup. And anytime somebody went to That's Fine Service Center to ask which group was the main group now, I would promptly tag That's Fine's Backup. As a joke, and I was the only one that thought it was funny. So after a month or so of using this tag group as a joke, people actually started posting memes in there, and so I changed the group description to read, "Don't post your meme in here unless you're really ashamed of it. There are other groups to drop off your babies. This is a $75 a week daycare in your neighbor's basement," and that's still the main group or main shitposting group's description today. Anyway, one of my admins, Mark, you may know him as Marquito del Huevos, which is Spanish for Mark of the Balls. I'm not sure how many of you fuckers knew that. He's also Marcus Ordo Seclorum, which is Latin for who the fuck knows. In every meme, he started commenting, "This the main grump now." That cracked up my ADHD brain enough to prompt me to change the name from that's fines, backups, backup to that fine, just the main grunt now. And every time I saw the name of the group, I'd hear Mark's voice saying that bullshit.
He's so hilarious.
So essentially, the original meaning of Mayne was any kind of trash meme that you decided was too terrible to post somewhere else was worthwhile in Mayne. Mayne is like the ultimate shit post with little value and less meaning. It of course has grown into many other things, most of which are undefinable and abstract. And I hope this little history lesson has cleared up some of the confusion for some of the listeners out there in mainland.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, so we're running a little short on time. Chris, are you on?
He's here.
We're gonna do a little short call-in segment. Oh, and actually, we got a gift from Zoom. They removed our 40-minute time limit for our first.
Oh, no shit. Good. I can get the
I
history
just
on
gotta miss
first.
So, yep. Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good deal.
What,
Good
Chris?
deal.
PC, that was a great history lesson, man.
Thank you for calling in, brother.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
for sure, man. Thanks for calling in.
I feel like I gained some education there. I love it.
Hey, man, that's the whole point of doing this is just a little bit of
this is-
education, some humor. You know,
this is
get to know some of our memers on a level outside of just what they type into a social media platform.
Well, I'll be honest. I can't do much talking. I'm fresh out of the joint tonight, and I'm sleeping at my parents' house. My dad's in the other room because I'm on a short leash, so he's gonna be telling me to shut the fuck up any minute now.
Yeah, well,
We're just glad you're alive, brother.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Honestly, I am too. I'm a very lucky son of a bitch right now.
Yeah, man. We were all worried when we saw about the accident, and it's great to hear your voice and great to have you here with us. You know,
Certainly.
even if you are facing maybe a little time away from us.
Yeah, it's possible.
Though we're still going to be right there with you, man. We're going to be with you in spirit, just like all of our main gang, man.
Know that I greatly appreciate the support, and I need it.
Yeah, man. That's what we're here for, brother. To support the community. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. So, tell us a little bit about Chris, about what got you into memeing. What? Tell us a little bit about how your method to your madness.
There's nothing to it, to be honest. I'm really in the learning phases, and it's the what would you call it? The cynicism towards the going ons in whatever you want to call it, pop culture, and just like the day-to-day living in what we call modern society, being able to make fun of these pop culture things. And I was a follower for the longest time, just laughing and looking and sharing memes, but PC and Malarty and the other guys from the main group are the ones that inspired me to actually start, being creative and making something.
Sweet.
Good. Let's see. Hold on here. We've got one person. Is this our little Jake?
Who's this is calling in?
Let's see. We got someone calling in. Jake, is that you?
Hey, what's up? Yep.
Oh,
what up, Jake?
ladies and gentlemen,
What's going on?
Jacob Walters, welcome to the show, my friend.
Yo, Salad, what up,
The
homie?
man that made it all happen.
The man that made it all happen. So
we got to credit Jake for a little bit for doing the mashups group takeover, and I'm not ashamed to call it a takeover because we have improved that fucking group. That's for sure.
Well, I will say this, and I'm going to claim a little bit of credit on the whole deal. They deleted one of my best perp memes I made in a long fucking time. Just out of the fucking blue. Just this arbitrary, oh, we're not going to let these purple dicks in here anymore. And I made this fucking purple stillskin dick meme that was fucking amazing. And they deleted it. And it pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off. And I busted up in our main music and foodie chat, ranting and bitching and raising. And I was like, let's fucking just go perp bomb the fuck out of this place. And at the time, Phil was like, fuck that group. Bunch of fuck those people. Fuck that group. Not worth it. Well, I had to go to work. And during the course of the few hours I was off working and doing productive adult shit, I come back to it. Oh shit, I got, what is this invitation here? And this massive perp bombing had taken place. And this, of course, I was late to the game, but here we are.
The rest is
Jake,
history.
you missed our introduction time. Jake, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role in all this.
Well, yeah, I had been brought on the admin team for no good reason, really. It was Chuck who was brought on for no good reason on the original admin team, just kind of brought me on. And so I had been in there, and it's kind of, doing what I was supposed to be doing. But the day with the perps coming out, I've never seen perps be so funny, even the ones that I had seen before. Every single one of them had me laughing because it was so funny watching them scramble to get in there and delete them. And then after that, all my friends were gone from the group, and it was like, do I even want to be here anymore? Yeah, and I was ready to just leave, and someone had brought up taking over, just bumping everyone else out and bringing on a new team. And
that was me.
I just said, fuck it. Let's do it.
Some of the greatest things that have ever been done in the history of man was because somebody just said, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Love it.
We took over the group, and it's never looked better, in my opinion.
No, it hasn't. We've got new talent popping up on a daily basis. We've done our best to weed out the edgelords and the little attention whores that only just want to see how many people they can offend, and we've brought quality to the group. And yeah, we've brought back the ability to throw in the old purple dongers in there, but hey, that's all part of memeing, man. There's a place for everything.
So, do we have? Do we still got time here, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure there's a lot of listeners out there that want to know about the history of perps. Do we got time for that?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, you might want to know what's up with perps. So, I guess it was about 5 years ago. There were still groups on Facebook that you can post nudity and gore, because Zuck had not yet invented the scanning software to look at every little picture that you post. Did detect nipples and dicks or whatnot, and at the time it was against Facebook rules to post all that type of shit. But the photos had to be reported. So if you wanted to post some of that shit, it had to be in a group where where everybody else was cool. You know what I mean? and they would not report shit.
Little secret groups.
Yeah, we made a lot of secret groups. UUM Reformed was where I first started posting like nudity and shit. But anyway, all right. So anyway, what happened was that I started making purple dildos. You know, I started posting purple dildos over the Zuckable parts, right? On like my friends thought purple dildos were hilarious, and I just posted purple dildos on every little picture, and they thought it was hilarious. If someone posted a selfie, you know, I'd put a purple dildo in the same picture. Everyone thought it was hysterical, and I had already been posting purple dildos for like 3 or 4 years. When one day I entered a meme in That's Fine Daily, which is a daily meme contest, and my meme had a purple dildo on it. And one of the excuse me, one of the mods of that group deleted my meme and in the comments said, "Come on, man, you can't post no real dicks." Well, it kind of fucking pissed me off. In protest, I went back to Mayne shitposting, which at the time was called Dat Fine, just a name drop now. And I dumped 3 years worth of purple dildo memes. Everyone who follows that group started making their own purple dildo memes. And the rest is history, and that's the history of the purple dildo.
Now they have been used as a weapon of liberation to bring a forlorn group into the main fold. We salute the mighty perp.
Indeed.
Chris, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Can I just tell you guys, like, y'all all sound Southern as fuck.
Well, yeah, I'm down here in the middle of South Georgia. I'm Southern as fuck.
Yo, what do you know
Southern
about?
as fuck.
What do you guys know about Sodom, South Georgia?
Sodom, South Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that place.
SODOM. I'm pretty sure there's a song written about the place by a band or just a guy that I listen to. He goes by the name of Iron and Wine, and it's an excellent song. The name of it is called Sodom, South Georgia.
I'll have to look that up. I know a lot of sodomites here in South Georgia, but
hey man, I know nothing of the geographics of the place, so I don't know if it's fictional or whatever, but it's a great song.
Let's see what we got here. Sodom, South Georgia. You got me interested now.
It's by Iron and Wine. It's one man who plays guitar. It's kind of like folky, I don't know, folky country indie shit.
Guy with a big old bushy beard standing
That's right.
on stage at Bonnaroo. I see it.
That's him, man. The song is fucking awesome. I love it anyway. It gets me.
I'll have to check it out because I'd love to be able to play it here, but we want to be able to get on the different platforms.
Yeah, this is great, man. I'm glad you guys invited me, and to be able to put a voice with the faces is really cool.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm glad, like we say, we're glad you're able to join us.
Shit, me for you too. Let me tell you, it's a huge departure from where I was 6 hours ago.
Can I ask each of you where you all are from?
Sure, I'll start. I'll
First
start
of
with
all-
Wakefield, Rhode Island.
Okay.
Rhode Island. All right.
Rhode Island. I'm in southern Rhode Island, about a 10-minute drive from the Atlantic Ocean.
Sweet. Pretty anywhere close to Quahog?
Yeah, yes, the Quahog is here, even though it's a fictional place. But yes, we do have lots of Quahogs. That's actually a main. That's a staple in Rhode Islander diet. It's more of a summertime and fall thing, but that's what we do. Once the water warms up, we jump in the ocean and we dig for Quahogs.
Sweet. Sweet.
Where are you from, Rob?
I am from a little place called New Branch, Georgia. I'm about
Okay, so you're living back at home then.
yeah. I'm living in Wrightsville, Georgia now. That's probably about 40 miles north of where I'm originally from. I'm about halfway between Savannah and Macon.
Macon County. Oh shit.
Yep, we're off of probably about 15 miles off of the interstate, or actually we're about 30 miles off of the interstate. Out here in the middle of nowhere, farms and woods and animals and me. And
Nothing but memes out
Atlanta,
there
right,
to keep you.
right.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta right now. But I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, or a suburb of Birmingham, Alabama called Hoover. I lived there for 30 years, and I moved out here to Atlanta because I had to follow the job. Where are you from, Jim? Jim, can you hear?
Did Jim pass out?
I keep losing signal. Once we lost the sun, I lost about half of my signal, and it's.
Hey, tell that bear he can fuck you later, man. You got a podcast to do.
I'm walking around the backyard looking for the best spot.
You need to step your Wi-Fi game up, homie.
There is no Wi-Fi. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Well, tell us a little bit about where that middle of nowhere is.
Northeast corner of Lake Mille Lacs. Aiken County, Minnesota. It's a beautiful lake, about 27 miles long, 12 miles wide. Great fishing. Beautiful place.
Nice.
Where are you from, Jimmy?
I'm from St. Cloud. It's about 90 miles from here. Just up I-94 from Minneapolis, St. Paul by about 60 miles.
Cool. So you're a Minnesota man, born and bred.
Yeah. Born and bred, never lived anywhere else.
Heard that. All right, Jake, you're up.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
from,
catch you guys,
Baltimore.
I'm gonna have to catch you guys later.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks again for joining us, brother.
Thanks, Jim.
You all have a great night.
Yeah, Jacob. Good to
You
hear
too.
from you.
That was Jim, actually. All right, Jake, where are you
I'm
from,
Jacob.
brother?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm right outside of Baltimore, Maryland, a little suburb, college town called Towson. Bunch of yuppies and Karens. I can walk to 6 different sushi restaurants and a Vietnamese place, Thai place. Well, I mean, it's kind of great, but bunch of Karens around here.
Got to be careful saying Karens, man.
That sounds pretty hipster, Jacob.
Oh, it's very hipster. So then we got all the, so it's a big college town. And so many of the people are from New Jersey, which I have my personal feelings about New Jersey. But, all those people coming down from there to go to school here is a bit much.
Is it the University of Maryland?
University of Maryland is actually like an hour and a half away. It's Towson University, which used to be University of Towson.
Okay.
Something like that. But that's also, I could walk
Jacob,
there if I wanted to. I don't feel like it though.
So you're not a Terrapin then?
Hey, let me ask you, How far are you from Fredericksburg, Maryland?
Frederick or Fredericksburg?
Did you, one or
Fredericksburg
the
is
other.
a,
I can't.
Fredericksburg is in West Virginia.
Okay, then Frederick, Maryland.
I'd say that's probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. It's like kind of the sticks out there.
Oh, no kidding.
Western. I mean, it's not like the sticks, but it's got the sticks around it. It's an hour away.
Yeah, that's where I have family there.
Small
Yeah,
world.
so a little time there. Yeah, it's okay out there.
We want to thank all the listeners for joining us. Hopefully there are more people to check out the podcast and I have checking out my memes.
I wonder if anybody's even going to listen to this fucker.
I'll listen to it.
We'll see. You know, like to build a dream. We build it, they'll come. Hopefully.
This was a great idea, Rob. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for all joining us here tonight. Thank everyone that's out there listening to the Mayne podcast. And we're gonna catch you on the next one.